Yet another one of my guides, again, towering confidence, maximizing your height. In this guide, given the title and the picture, we're going to be working towards maximizing your height and just getting the most out of your potential, as well as diving into different techniques, illusions, and things that you can do to make yourself look taller, be taller, etc. So as usual, a quick introduction here. We have this segment that I've written out for you guys. We're going to be examining a range of options for those that are looking to enhance your stature, both scientifically supported approaches as well as unconventional methods that haven't been talked about elsewhere online. Of course, you can always find anything on the internet, but these are just things that I've really looked for specifically. Now, I'm not going to dive into complex mechanisms for each method. Rather, I'll give you an overview of their potential benefits and the limitations. This is just going to be a quick introduction, a base for improving your height. Things like growth hormone therapy are going to be mentioned, spine reconstruction, the use of relaxin. These are all unconventional, and I won't be going too deep into them, maybe in the future. But as far as it goes, this guy is going to be divided into three main sections, being that methods that can be done during the growth phase. This is when you're growing and your body is most receptive to growth influences. And then the second stage is going to be that in strategies relevant to growth plate fusion. So when your natural growth has ceased, what can you do afterwards? And then finally, techniques to give that illusion of you appearing taller, adding height, physically altering your stature through surgical, lifestyle, or cosmetic means after this fusion that happens. Now, if you're not sure, this fusion is basically a pivotal state in your physical development, and it usually happens after puberty, right? You're done growing. It's characterized by a surge in estrogen levels, and as a result, this fusion of growth plates happens once your body detects that level of estrogen. And when this happens, you can't really boost your height anymore naturally. It's done. It becomes impossible. And the timing of this process varies among individuals, which is why some people have late growth spurts, etc. Now, this adds to the common myth that growth stops at a specific age, being that of 21 or 25. This is completely wrong. It has nothing to do with your age. Rather, it has to do for when that fusion happens. And that can happen at any age, regardless of where you're at in your life. It's essential to differentiate between biological facts and wishful thinking, right? As much as I don't want to take away your hope, I do want to give you guys the right way to approach this sort of thing. So no matter how far I can go with the tips and tricks, if your growth plates have fused, you cannot grow naturally. Of course, we can work towards illusions and the not so common ways of dealing with your height, like limb lengthening, which will be covered later on. But it's going to be practical advice for the most part, clothing choices, photo editing, and visual techniques that are going to give you the biggest edge here. While these methods don't change actual height, they're going to profoundly impact how people perceive you and how tall you appear to be. It's best not to compromise your health or well-being when going about this pursuit of increasing your height and whatnot. So I want you to understand the scope, the limitations, and the potential for those, especially you who's seeking change. Enough yapping, let's go ahead and get to the next sections where we're going to be covering exactly how to improve your height in the different stages of your life.